My name is Catherine Jones, and I'm the new Market Development Coordinator with the Nebraska Soybean Board. And I'm super excited to be in this role. I've only been with the board about 3 months now, and it's been a great opportunity to get to know farmers across the state of Nebraska, how passionate they are about the work they do, serving those who are all consuming what they grow. Some of the projects that the Nebraska Soybean Board is working on to return those dollars from the checkoff back to the farmers include soybean management field days, which just wrapped up. And we went to 4 different locations across the state of Nebraska and had different sessions helping farmers learn about different strategies for weed management, insect management, disease management, cover crops, water management, all ways that farmers can, look at ways at making their operation best for them economically and then also best for the environment. And then we also have different projects like the Cover Crop Conference that's in partnership with the university, and lots of different research projects that are looking at ways to help farmers with their production. As far as looking at the state, irrigation that we've got going on and just the conditions for this year, Nebraska is in a great geographic location where we're able to have about 50% of our land irrigated. We're kind of placed properly over the Ogallala Aquifer. So a lot of our farmers have irrigated land, and then the other 50% roughly rely on rain. And northeast Nebraska this year has really experienced a lot more drought than usual. It's been abnormally dry, but a lot of those farmers do have irrigation to rely on. Still not ideal to be able to have to run your pivots so much and be so hard on the wells, but they do have the irrigation to use when it is dry. We've also experienced some hail in the state of Nebraska, not everybody, but certain areas. That's kind of made crops look a little rough this year. But still, the USDA predictions for 2021 Nebraska soybean harvest are about 60 bushels per acre. So that's really exciting for our state this coming year. If we're looking at things as far as condition-wise, we would look at the USDA crop progress report. We're really sitting on a good scale here with majority of our soybean crops in that fair, good to excellent scale. And that's really exciting for us as soybean producers. And as far as looking at markets here in the state of Nebraska, it's really hard to predict kind of what a farmer is going to want to do, but as we've all heard and all discussed, input costs are all high, cash rent is high, but so are our prices. So that's something that is kind of helpful. But as far as predicting if farmers are going to sell or hold on, that type of thing, it really comes down to what their on-farm storage looks like for soybeans, and then also what works best for them personally. If they want to store on farm, if they want to pay to have it stored at an elevator, or if they just want to sell immediately. And so it all comes down to what best practices are for that farmer. And then of course, even though things are looking great for Nebraska with our 60 bushels an acre prediction for 2021, there are some issues, of course, as always, facing farmers. That's what makes a farmer so wonderful. They're very resilient in facing all of those challenges. And some of those challenges specifically related to soybean farmers is, of course, soybean gallmage, really affecting the eastern side of the state. Nebraska Soybean Board, we have partnered with the University of Nebraska-Lincoln several times to work on different projects, exploring ways to track how the pests are moving, track best ways to prevent the pests from emerging, and then treating them if they do. So they have lots of different programs moving forward there. So those are a lot of the different things that the Nebraska Soybean Board is working on to help keep our farmers moving forward with the best practices available for them to grow the best crop and do the best for the environment all in one. Exports are super important to Nebraska. Majority of our crop gets shipped out to Mexico or to the PNW along the rail. And so we're really excited to have those relationships with our international buyers. And even with the pandemic and not being able to travel, we're really excited to have these videos to maintain a relationship and have conversations about what's happening on the farm, what's happening in our state, and just maintaining those relationships into the future, because that's what it's all about.